the United States Justice Department, that when I called the Attorney General, left a message. I also posted it on Facebook, about how I'm having trouble with telecommunications, having trouble getting out any word other than the internet at the moment. But who knows if you can even see that overseas. I am locked into United States of America, New York State, under some weird concoction of who owns telecom, who's running the show, why do some of my text messages go out and hit their mark, while other text messages have a big red exclamation mark, like when I just sent my son Benjamin. Then it questions, well, did he block me on his side? Is it a telecommunications error? Is it have something to do with NYPD Blue Jay, which is really his name? Right, Yanks, Yanks, Jinkies, yeah, sure is, especially when it's 254-2 at Yahoo. Yeah, that should have been really telling. Right, then he married Scooby-Doo. Not even kidding, these are the real names. I mean, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. But Justice Department's gonna have a really hard time explaining to, everyone between corporate lawyers, the U.S. government, the military, the kingdom lawyers, and then the citizens of every land, why exactly you would allow the shithead father that was always a problem in my very real story since 1998, when you sent him at some point into my real life, and took Nicklaus the saltwater toothbrush away. So this way Benjamin would be born blue with a cord wrapped around his neck, literally had to be resuscitated in the hospital as they dropped my bloody corpse on the floor because the table just miraculously broke right after I had the hardest labor ever with the child who came sunny side up, and nobody in 1999 ever caught it in North Shore Hospital in Manhasset, New York. Go figure. On September 18th, 1999. And he was conceived on Christmas Eve, going into Christmas Day. Oh my God, it is a miracle. Yeah, except wrong genetic father. Wrong story, wrong version, wrong everything. But then, to continue, knowing that I already checked into the National Army Reserve in Ronkonkoma, did a facial hello, went to the Suffolk County Local Police Department, said hello. I phoned Michael Hewson, my only somewhat conscious New York friend from 2009, who has some kind of military experience, works at Suffolk County Police Department, not the one I went to, but a different one. So he could confirm both the base and the police station, as I then had to go over to the terminal, Stony Brook University, STONY, and BROOK, right, where some Indian whack job like Patel, who was studying to be a doctor to practice on everybody in psychology, right, then committed me to somewhere else for asking for a consult from an outside source because I was not happy with the pretend to be a doctor in a university hospital. Hasn't even passed his medical boards yet, but that's the recommendation that everybody was going off of. It is fucking amazing how you run the shit show in this day and age. So then Jason goes for custody because he's a real piece of shit. And my word, which was always good, never went back on my word with him. Never said a bad word about him raising my kids, which I could have said plenty, but I kept my mouth shut because I was being the bigger, better person for my children's sake. But he and his fat-mouthed wife can't seem to do the same. They make my son Alexander James, the other god, who was born on the exact same size stem in a mirror image of his proper life that he should have been living. Yeah, him, the Immaculate Conception. Right. They make him feel so uncomfortable. Danielle is the worst slander reporter in the house, and they have him trapped in the house while they talk badly about Alexander's behavior and my own. To my children. I know that when I speak, Jason's, like, understanding is, like, maybe a foot, like, high. Where I would be probably 3 yards high. Right. And so he disparages me and slanders me to my children for his stupidity of not being a smart man. Yeah, we noticed that, Forrest Gump. That is how he speaks. He's like, I'm not a smart man. Yeah, I know. You've told me that to my face. I always agreed with you. I just didn't want to make you feel bad and point it out. But now that your wife has my children locked into your scenario of who's laughing, who's real, who's not, yeah, Danielle, you might want to get a degree in the real world, hun, because your Dorito eating, like, soda drinking, stupid ass, really is a sign of the culture and times in America that everybody in Europe looks at you and goes, oh my God, I never want to be like that or live in America ever. If that's what it looks like. Yeah, we notice. Nobody wants to look like Danielle. Trust me. That whole attitude thing. Yeah. Women down in Virginia totally agreed. They were Southern belles. They were a totally different echelon of American. The New York crew is a real piece of shit on the South Shore. Just saying. Around Oceanside. Yeah, view. Let's see, what else all right, yeah, so I'm surprised that the Supreme Court, here in New York, that runs off of a federal court system, that works off of a U.S. justice system, who knows that I already had previous issues with outside counsel and so on and so forth, with Jason being married to me in the first place, my real husband, Nicklaus, looking for me as I wander aimlessly, my friends down in Midlothian, Hampton Park, they set something up because they met me in real life, didn't probably believe the story before, but then I was like, wait, what? And I confirmed everything for them. Then I moved back, and they didn't know Jason because he wasn't there. Nobody wanted him in Virginia anyway. Mark said that. Yeah, he sure did. That would be KGB and American Mark at whatever level he hangs a shingle in that office. So I don't understand why the U.S. Supreme Court judge in New York State federal judge system, when there is an open pending investigation against your United States government on my behalf since when I was little and I had a problem in your state with a biological terrorist who severely hurt me and continues to hurt me as I go through space and time in cases that you were made aware of. Why would you let one of your piece of shit lower court New York State judges just allow Jason to have custody? I'm just curious because there's an open pending investigation. Everybody's involved. And Jason knows nothing about it because he is that stupid and Forrest Gump in Bubba Shrimp. So where are we at, like, we know what's going on and I don't inform, like, the stupid of their part in what started when I was little. The training I had and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it is going to be hard to explain your judge's license or whatever you have to pass in order to be able to judge people and issue some toilet paper to the unsuspecting when you know better. And you should have said something like, I can't issue you anything with this woman. You need to go and just work it out between you and her. That was the expectation. Yeah, well, I guess the entire human race is just nothing but a letdown.